Well, Shrien Dewani's full extradition hearing getting underway today. Dewani, as you know, is accused of orchestrating the death of his wife, Annie, while the couple was on honeymoon in South Africa 3 years ago. Let's go live now to the UK, and our correspondent, Olly Barrat, is standing by to tell us more about what happened in court today. Olly, a very good evening to you. We know that he has been receiving treatment for mental health problems at a hospital in Bristol. I understand that the court was told today that he is making something of a recovery.
That's right. I was in court today and we heard from Hugo Keith QC, who is the lawyer for the South African government, essentially, saying that in the opinion of a couple of experts who have been looking into various things in recent months, the diagnosis essentially is that Shrien Dewani's depression and post-traumatic stress disorder are getting better. His depression is now described as moderate instead of severe. We also heard that his post-traumatic stress disorder is improving, although not as fast. So doctors, we understand from the South African government's legal team, feel that Shrien Dewani is now making progress despite many relapses over recent months, recent years, in fact. And so that is the word from doctors, from experts, via the South African government's legal team. Not well enough, though, as you say, to be in court himself. Various members of his family were and were sitting very close to me, but Shrien Dewani not in court today.
I would imagine that in spite of what the South Africans are saying, his own defence team is going to defend his condition very vigorously and say that he's not able to return to South Africa.
Yeah, I mean, there is only so much they can do based on the expert opinion that has been set out. But yes, certainly they have continued to argue over the couple of years nearly now that this has been going on, that his mental health has not been well enough. One of the other things they have been arguing is that his mental health is not well enough to travel to South Africa, and then that South Africa might not be able to deal with his condition once he got there. Well, we heard a series of undertakings today via the South African government's legal team from South Africa that yes, in fact, it would be able to deal with his condition, that he would be placed in a psychiatric unit in Valkenburg Hospital in Cape Town should he need any treatment. We heard expert opinion that he would receive perfectly adequate treatment there and might even receive treatment better than he is currently receiving in Bristol in the UK. So those are the kind of things we're expecting to hear from his defence team, but the South African government's legal team already essentially getting in their side of the story. They say he is well enough to travel. And of course, remember, the judge doesn't have to feel that Shrien Dewani is in perfect mental health. He just has to feel that his mental health is improving and is of a nature that it would be fine to send him to South Africa, where he could continue to be treated.
Did family members say anything today?
No, they didn't. We spoke to various members of Annie Dewani's family, and they didn't want to say anything on the record at this stage. They say they will at the end of the week, at the end of these hearings. The same went for Shrien Dewani's family as well. They were very quiet indeed. They were sitting in court, not reacting a huge amount outwardly anyway to proceedings. We expect to hear, as I say, from the Hindocha family, that's Annie Dewani's family, after the hearings conclude, and that we expect will be at least another couple of days, perhaps 3 more days, getting towards the end of the week. And at that point, as I say, we expect that Annie Dewani's family will make some kind of comment.
Live in London for Newsnight, eNCA correspondent Olly Barrat.
News that moves. eNCA.com.